What's up, guys? Welcome to Unit Band Beta, technically the third Unit Band tournament that I've hosted, but it's the second one after Unit Band EX in Rome 2. Unit Band Alpha for Attila is going, but you know what? It's just not like too interesting to be quite frank with you. I'm going to stick with Rome 2 for now. Unit Band Beta is basically the same as Unit Band EX, except that you can choose a faction only once in a tournament, so you can't pick the same faction twice, is what I mean. Which means that Rome spam is going to be a lot less common, because you can only bring Rome once. So, I've put the brackets in the description, and it'll probably be the first comment as well. So you guys can take a look at who's fighting whom. It's going to be different because it's really cool to see the support for this tournament. The first tournament was 16 players. This tournament is 23, I believe. It would have been 24 or 25, but DDG and Trolley Bolly haven't fought their finals match yet, which is why I haven't been able to bring you guys the finals of Unit Band EX. They've been having problems finding a proper time for both of them, but I don't think it's fair that either of them can play in this tournament while they still have to fight each other in the finals. So once they can finish that off, maybe they can join a future tournament of Unit Band if it still runs. So for this match, I'm fighting up against Wallii from the Bear clan. A lot of Bear players have joined this tournament, which is great. Let's see how well Wallii does. He has first faction and map choice. He decides to go with this really cool map called Appollonia. I'll put the coordinates in the description. It is pretty balanced, and at the same time it is very cool because it's got like wooded areas here. It's got this ledge that you can't traverse. I've brought Ardiaei. He has brought Rome. He's going for the power faction at the start of the game. Rome in this map will be very strong, but so will Ardiaei. I think Ardiaei is a pretty cool faction for Unit Band Beta because you can't ban Illyrian Noble Hoplites. They're the only general unit that Ardiaei can bring, and you can't ban the general unit. Otherwise, you can't bring an army with Ardiaei. So he has banned Mercenary Peltasts and Tarantine Cav. And I banned veteran legionaries and Evocati cohort. So now he has a mixture of armored legionaries, regular legionary cohort, and maybe Hastati to try and fight off against my huge amount of Illyrian noble hoplites and regular hoplites. So I've brought a total of 6 Illyrian noble hoplites, including an Illyrian noble hoplite general. I've kind of split my army in two. A couple of Illyrian noble hoplites there, a total of 3 here and 4 here in the center, and I've brought a couple of Illyrian hoplites, only 2, and then I've got an Illyrian Thuria spear on either flank. I've got mercenary axe warriors and 2 mercenary Celtic warriors on my right, and just 2 mercenary Celtic warriors, I believe. No, a mercenary axe warrior and mercenary Celtic warrior on my left. Here I'm rear-charging with one of my mercenary Celtic warriors. So I've got 3 of them on my left flank. I've got a Illyrian spearman that's getting shot by his Syrian archers, and of course I've got 2 of these Illyrian raiders. I purposely brought them because I knew that there was a lot of forest in this map. Let's see if they can prove to be any sort of distraction. These guys have the guerrilla deployment ability, which meant that I was able to deploy them up close and personal to this army and deploy them on the flank. He saw them early on and ran away with his legionary cav. His legionary cav would probably destroy them, but they would take unnecessary casualties, and he needs the maneuverability, I would say. Let's see what he has brought on the other hand. So we can see some Syrian archers. I think there's definitely a couple. From the unit screen, I believe he's brought 3 legionary cohort and 3 armored legionaries. And maybe, I'm not really sure, 1, 2, 3, 4 armored legionaries. 2 legionary cohort. I've killed off one of his vigiles. His auxiliary infantry is fighting up against my Illyrian noble hoplites, and I didn't get a charge there, so that's a smart move from him to pin down my Illyrian noble hoplites. I am circling around very easily though, and here this Illyrian noble hoplite is going to charge into legionary cohort, and Illyrian noble hoplites will do very well in this engagement, getting 7-9 kills on the charge, not losing a single man. And then I'm going to pop hoplite phalanx, and I've already gotten Illyrian noble hoplite very close and ready to charge in. So I believe he's brought a total of 8 infantry. I would be very surprised if he didn't. Here, Illyrian Noble Hoplite's general is going to charge into an legionary cohort. Um, and the Legionary cohort will do okay in general. But 49. Oh yeah, he's destroyed the Vigiles. Never mind. But yeah, losing 10 men on the charge, the Legionary cohort is, and here the auxiliary infantry is doing very well, just holding off my noble hoplites there. But this Legionary cohort was way out of position, and I'm able to rear charge with my mercenary axe warriors. Meanwhile, I'm moving around with my Illyrian raiders. They're still hidden, but he's doing a good move here with 3 of his Legionary cav. He's going to pull around and then go for a huge encircle. It's going to be hard because, again, the terrain doesn't play in his favor. I think he just moved through here, but he couldn't directly move through here because this patch of terrain is cannot be moved upon. So Legionary cohort only got 22 kills, is wavering. If I'm able to dispatch a Legionary cohort this early, that would be great. Mercenary Celtic warriors just charged into armored legionaries, but they've got Illyrian Thurier spear support firing into the armored legionaries' flanks. It's their unshielded side too, so they're going to be taking unnecessary casualties here. I'm moving them around so that I can get a better angle. Here, he's used a couple of his auxiliary infantry and vigiles who would otherwise be very useful in blocking charges from my very high charge bonus hoplites to deal with my Illyrian raiders. So just in that way, they've done pretty decently. That's a good job by them. And that means that he's left a gap here which I can exploit, but he is using one of his armored legionaries, so I'm going to have to charge in with my Illyrian hoplite right here. Some of his armored legionaries are going to wrap around my hoplite, which is very bad, but I've got so much sword support here that it's going to be pretty easy for me to dispatch them. Mercenary Celtic warriors here killing off that Legionary cohort, but I'm about to get rear charged with one of my Mercenary Celtic warriors by his Legionary cavalry. Very smart play here. They are active, but they're going to get a lot of kills on Mercenary Celtic warriors with a rear charge. Yeah, the Mercenary Celtic warriors already steady, shaken. They don't have the greatest morale. I thought they... Oh yeah, they only have 40 morale. Shit. As for the mainline engagement, Illyrian noble hoplites already destroyed a Legionary cohort, getting 79 kills. And now they're about to rear charge these 2 armored legionaries while they're held up by my mercenary axe warriors. So this is perfect for them. Illyrian noble hoplites, their charge bonus of 30 will be dented a little bit by the forest, but they have great staying power too. Once I pop hoplite phalanx, then they would be able to do very well. But these days, I don't really like using hoplite phalanx anymore because it seems to bug out a lot more than usual. You can see these Illyrian noble hoplites. Look at them; they're not doing very well at all. 87 kills with them, and usually all the guys would be fighting, and meanwhile these guys are just reforming like crazy. So I'm probably just going to stop using hoplite phalanx from now on. I've moved around with my Illyrian Thurier spears, and they're going to be able to intercept these auxiliary Syrian archers, while my Illyrian hoplites are holding off these armored legionaries. He has managed to rout a couple of my mercenary Celtic warriors, but Illyrian noble hoplites. See, take a look at this. I pop hoplite phalanx, and now they're turning their backs to them. So I just stop in the middle of this match too. I just stop using hoplite phalanx because it's just not worth it. This Illyrian hoplite somehow, hoplite phalanx is not bugging out. So they are dying very quickly to armored legionaries. Of course, I've got mercenary axe warrior support there, but I should be charging in much quicker. Illyrian raiders getting 99 kills, and 99 Illyrian raiders left here, killing off vigiles and auxiliary infantry. And then the legionary cav don't have anywhere to go. They charge in, but then the Illyrian raiders will be able to get good kills on them. And I've managed to sneak up around with more of my mercenary axe warriors, and my Thuria spear dispatches that auxiliary Syrian archer, netting it an experience upgrade in the process. This Illyrian Thuria spear as well doing very well against these auxiliary Syrians. And my general is about to get all up in that armored legionary ass with a beautiful rear charge. Here you can see the this is, I believe, nice. It just makes things look a lot more epic. Oh, there we go. The Steam overlay. What makes things look epic is the Uniform Colors Remastered mod, which is something that I would definitely suggest, and I'm going to take a picture now. Sorry guys, got to take a picture, but it needs to be a bit more epic than that. So I think the big mistake that that Wallii has been doing so far is bunching up a lot of his units and also isolating a lot of his units at the same time. So these mercenary axe warriors are able to easily rear charge these armored legionaries while my Illyrian hoplites held them off, which is exactly what I was planning to do with this Illyrian army. I apologize for the massive foot infantry spam, but there's nothing really that I can do against Rome in the forest except bring something like this. And fortunately, it seems to be working for me so far. The Illyrian Raiders were a very they paid off. It was a big risk, but it paid off. And they proved to be quite a nuisance. And he was forced to use his Legionary Cav to try and attack them. His Legionary Cav in general have done pretty decently, considering the army that they've gone up against. But they're just not going to do much against Illyrian Hoplites with their 15 bonus versus large and their excellent attack. Oh, god damn it! I think I was a second too late. Armored Legionaries here, 116 kills, 107 kills against spears. Those are not really the type of kills that you want them to be getting. These units can usually net a huge amount of kills on anything, let alone spears. But these are some of the strongest, most aggressive spears in the game that we're talking about, the Illyrian Noble Hoplites. And they do cost a lot more than them. So, Armored Legionaries, I would think they do much better than this. But I think he just bunched up his units, and that's not really what you want to be doing. And they've gotten rear charged before, and they're about to get rear charged again, and that's really what's denting their effectiveness in this game. Have I been saying the word denting a lot in this game? It seems like it, right? Close victory to me. Let's take a look at the stats. This is a very interesting game because the map was interesting, the faction matchup was sort of interesting, and these Illyrian Raiders were an interesting choice. That ultimately paid off. 138, 128 kills on these guys. Illyrian Thoria Spears did very well in dispatching off the Syrian archers. Because they're light, they're able to traverse terrain very quickly. Axe Warriors and Celtic Warriors honestly didn't do as well as I would hope them to. And while my general did brilliantly with 149 kills and hardly losing any men, and so did two of these Illyrian Noble Hoplites, the others kind of didn't really do that well. One of my Illyrian Hoplites did very well though. So all in all, it was a pretty solid performance by the entire army rather than just the Illyrian Noble Hoplites winning the day for me as I would have expected. So yeah, fun game and good intro to this new tournament, I think. And hope you guys enjoyed it and stay tuned for more. Peace.